when he was just running up long on the T side, and it was like, brap dead, brap dead,
and it was two oppers too, just like back-to-back op picks from deep long to top site. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Sheer shenanigans. Oh, here we go. Fist bumps coming out. JDC trying to hype up the roster. He's so fun to watch. Inside and outside of the game, he has been causing carnage. But here we are, Davey, Mirage. It's all been leading up to this. One map apiece for either team. Either elimination or your ticket to the PGL Major in Antwerp will be decided right here, right now.
Oh, and it looks like Mouse is just going for the fast B rush too. The two nade sets, they are just going to be dropping out both of them. So, okay, it's not the rush, it's the contact. But they do still have the two nade sets. Going to be smoking off market, and Vitality is stacked up for this. They have three people here, as BMS is the one going in first. He jumps on top of Magic's head, finds the frag. Dupree from short answers back. They're ringing out shots. He's trying to find these headshots from short. It's actually the rotations that come in, and it is Zywoo, the man, the myth, the legend, and instead Frozen with the double kill. Answering back, it's 2 versus 2. Make that 1 versus 2. And Frozen goes down. Apex eventually finishes it, and look at the hype. Look at Apex hopping up.
Mate, the headset got thrown off. He launched up in the air. He's screaming. He's wiling out. Woo, Vitality. The vital signs are back on the board. The heart rate monitor's going off the charts.
What a... Oh, Eternal Fire. Look over on the B stream. Eternal Fire's knocked out OG.
2-0 against OG. Oh, my God. That's ridiculous, Davey. A Na'Vi versus Force is now going to be that decider. Oh my. The RMR here for EUA has been a spicy little pepper.
Unbelievable. Eternal Fire taking down OG.
Wow. The Turkish super team.
Crazy. This is just going to be the eco frags for the M4s. One by one by one. I'm still just sitting there thinking like, wow, what a disappointing event for OG.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That is gnarly.
You know Eternal Fire was going wild when they won that one too.
I can imagine how hyped up they would have been.
All the Turkish, the Turkish superstars all reunited.
Yeah. Xantares and Woxic finally together.
Yeah, back for their first major cycle. Qualifying on the final day. What a story.
Huge result. But we've got a big game on our hands here. Vitality took the pistol. A dastardly round that looked incredibly close. But after winning it, hold their own on the eco. Now there's a buy to work with for Mouse, but Dupree and Zywoo taking names towards middle.
Yeah, the boost towards the ladder room to try to get him up on short early. And crucially as well, the reason why you do that boost is so that if there's anyone defaulting upper B, they don't hear the player running off of short, so they can't calm that to their teammates in the middle. As the timing not working out in BMS's favor, is going to be able to find one. The jump up from Apex, though, immediately gets the trade. So it is still the 4 versus 2. Just the 2 smokes and the 1 flash as well. Not a whole lot of utility to really try to take any map control. JDC, he's top mid with the bomb, and he's worried about this A flank. Whenever the CTs have 4 people up, there's always a risk of some form of push just because they don't have the bodies to hold everything they would want to hold. And there is the push. It's Apex going through halls. And this is what JDC was looking for. It came a little bit later than he expected. As Dupree now in window, he should be found by Frozen. He is actually found by Frozen, but not before he puts a bullet in his brain. Dropping him down to 9 HP as JDC walks up short. And the T's are splitting right now. They're honestly just gambling. Apex has actually pushed through all the way through A, and you can see that means they're going to have these extra players over on the B site. Masuda swings, gets the trade. It's just Frozen left. He's in connector. He was hoping to find one rotation kill, but he's just going to save his gun.
Frozen. He's got to let it go. He can't have the round here. That has to go over to Vitality, so that will be a 3-0 established on a CT side for them in the third map. Upgrade from the MP9 onto the AK as well, so Masuda getting even more bang for his buck. But it does seem like we get a technical pause here.
Wonder if there was some celebrations going on. Maybe a drink knocked over, a keycap accidentally knocked out of a keyboard, A mouse accidentally unplugged.
I wouldn't be surprised if the entire table went flying in this series, mate. With like some of the reactions we've already seen. Everyone is living it right now.
That was always the risk with Pasha. You know, if he ever slammed his desk too hard, he might just
breaks the entire desk, yeah.
That boy is so dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
That man is a bad man.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah.
The vocalizations from Davey. Exactly what you want. You can get his Christmas album.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, The Sounds of Davey.
It's just moose hooves.
Yeah. And the noise of maple syrup being poured. Christmas has certainly not come early for Mouse into Mirage, though. No money to work with. So the 1AK on Frozen, it was saved.
I do have the quick update for you. So now, because of that win over on the B stream, FaZe is now locked in that Legend spot. And we have a tiebreaker between Na'Vi and Forza, which of course we already brought up. But now FaZe is confirmed Legend spot now off the back of that. And then we are going to have that tiebreaker between Na'Vi and Forza for you guys.
So a lot that's going down at the EU RMR A here live from Bucharest. Round 4 is live. They are grouped up towards top middle. The totem pole with the AK on the elevated peak. That'll be Frozen, just peering into connector. Vitality not wanting to give up anything for free at all here, just playing for the choke points.
Yep, they do have their utility. It's been bled out quite a bit here from Mouse. Just the 2 smokes left, the 1 Molotov on Dupree, and only 1 kit on Masuda as well. So if Mouse, if they can find an opening, I mean, they only have the 1 smoke on Dexter. So with 45 seconds left, they're going to be creeping out middle. It has been given up by Vitality. They've just collapsed on the sites. They've given up control of middle. That's exactly where Mouse is going as they're creeping up short.
Molotov dropped on short. 25 seconds left. This is going to leave them with no real time to try and make a big, bold burst into the B site. HE dashed out as well, bounced off the wall and tag Frozen up slightly. Debris ready to farm the frags, hits the first, the bodies go flying. And it's all on JDC with a P250, but no! Debris turns on a dime. Oh, he domes him, Davey. And BMAS, best case scenario, don't die after time.
Yeah. No, that's good for him that he actually dropped right there, because if he even just saw him and was like, I'm just going to kill you after time instead, that could have been an absolute nightmare. But he does drop, he does go down, so no gun saved. The hero AK from Frozen in the previous round, not coming to really anything. No kills able to come to fruition. As Vitality getting off to a great start here, following up exactly how Dust 2 went for them. Now they're up 4-0, and they have just continued that momentum. They've carried it over. And Mouse, their response? Slow default towards middle with just 1 man throwing out his utility. Good nade there from window. As actually BMS finds the opening onto Zaiwu inside of Halls. Can he find the second? He can. Dupree swinging and trying to get the trade, but BMS wins out. The flash over the A ramp, it is just going to be Magisk here. He's by himself. And at this point in the round, with 120 left, Mouse needs to not overcommit to one site. If they just go for the A execute, if they just commit onto this, and they go into these 2 players, there's always the chance for the multi-frags. And you can see, this is the right call. Slow it down. Find out where the CTs are. You have the numbers to sacrifice. Use somebody as that sacrifice and find out where the CTs are going. BMAS finds his 3rd of the round as well. See, that's what you have. That's why you slow down. That's why you throw out your utility, you slow down, you use the time to your advantage. The clock is your friend in these situations.
The B in his name standing for brutality in a round like this. He is fragging hard. JDC, though, keeps it going. Double of his own. And Mouse straight into the game, 4-1.
And great mid-round call there from Mouse. Good calling from Dexter off the back of those 2 opening picks, right? I mean, you can't rely on that every round. That shot from BMAS is huge. But you can't rely on the other team pushing into Palace every round and giving your Palace lurker 2 kills, right? So when you get those opportunities, you can't waste them. When you're up 5v3, there's like 1 minute and 25 seconds left. Don't panic. Don't rush into anything. Don't run into the stacks. Just calm everything down. Find out where they're playing and react accordingly. Mouse up on short for the Opera as well. Nade comes into window. Ton of damage onto Dupree. As Zywoo swung out, but Dexter through the smoke actually finds the headshot onto Apex. Zywoo couldn't answer off short, and now the play is outside of Palace, and the rotations are coming in, but they're not in great spots.
The peaks were there. They were trying to swing to cut down the push from Mouse, but Torzy, he's set up, watching for the face towards jungle. Instead, the CTs all group up towards back of CT. They're trapped behind a Molotov for now. It will dissipate, and the smoke's there. It begins to fade. And this is going to be a hell of a scrap, Davey. A 4-on-4 fight. Full control of the A site. B-Mass again with a good night hit onto Masuta. Dupree tries to reply. Had the smoke pulled, but doesn't dash it out. That's a big nade, though, as B-Mass, he gets blown out of action. But because they've got into the B site, Dexter's calling for the rotate. He's holding for the lurk.
No, he
and
can't
they are
peek this.
backpedaling.
No!
He just peeks.
Huge misplay from the in-game leader. You just need to hold and contain. And look what's happening now. Look at the response. They're rotating over to B. And Vitality, they now have control of both of these sites. The one place they don't is middle. So Mouse, once Dexter goes down, they realize where the opening is. They're going to walk into mid. They're going to try to walk up short. But Magisk has tucked himself away here, and he's waiting. And the timing is going to be everything. Finds the op of Torzy. There's two players here, but he turns his back as they swing.
Whoa.
They don't catch him. He's tucked away. The pre-fire's out. The damage is done, but no kills. And Zywoo with the crucial miss. They're trying to cross the site, and a second. JDC with the headshot through the box. The bomb is going to go down, and Dupree has to save it.
Dupree in the 1v2, he's walking up, Frozen's watching the angle, and he's going to take him down. JDC with a multi-kill of a lifetime there. That is ridiculous. Zywoo, he gave them the opportunities. He misses the shot with a boomstick. And JDC shuts it down. Such a back and forth round, a consistent game of push and pull. When Dexter got into the B site, that looked like it was game over. Then he faces, all of a sudden you're thinking sick. Vitality have brought it back, they're going to get a 5th round, but no. JDC, man, crazy.
And Mouse was up 5 versus 3, and Vitality answer all the way back to put themselves in a 3v2. But it just doesn't matter. Zywoo with 2 crucial missed shots. Shots you would never expect to see him missing. They weren't difficult. It was just they were just running up short, crossing to sight. Those are 2 freebies. And he can't be missing those in these moments. And that gives Mouse their second. It puts Vitality onto the eco. And now here as well, they found the opening, Vitality, but with just the USPs, the no armor, Mouse is running away with this one. And who's going to be able to buy Zywoo and off? That's the question. I just stopped there for a second. I was like, oh god, he did just one-tap him, didn't he?
Yeah, just peeked out and went back.
Bop, bop, bop.
But is he going to be able to do more big shack damage in a round like this? He's the player jumping up on top of Trickle, but that's the ding, 'cause he's on 47. He's still trying it. He wants to get a bit freaky with it. But it doesn't really feel like there should be much to be done. They have no reason to overextend onto this. If he hard commits, it'll be a headshot, and Dexter eventually chops him up. It's a 4-3. Mouse starting to get into the game now on the T side, but there will be a buy back out for Vitality.
See, if I was JDC there, I would have got bored so long ago. It's like, this man has a USP in CT spawn, and I'm just standing here waiting for him to peek me. Like, no, I would have been holding W at him. And of course, then from JDC's perspective as well, you let Dexter get the eco frag. That's your eco frag.
You've got to take those.
You need those. Jump up into ladder again. This has been a staple of Vitality's CT side so far in this game. They want to get that man into ladder as soon as possible. Don't know if that's a them thing or if it's specifically to try to counter Mouse. That Molly not spreading could be huge, though. And JDC, look at this. He's just out into the B site. There's only 2 of them. Masuda goes through his smoke, finds him. B-Mass is there to trade, and the rotation is there. Apex lands the headshot. Massive kill to find.
Apex the Annihilator with a smooth adjustment shot onto the cranium of Dexter. 2 players left alive for the T's. B-Mass playing close towards window. Torzy, he's watching the smoke in case there's a player hiding inside, but on the site, it will be Apex. Still removing them one by one. First frag of the game for Torzy. He almost got his second as well, but Apex, he stands tall with just 15 HP, Davey, and stops it. That's a 5-3 scoreline.
And what a round from Apex. Just what a round. The aggression, the rotations. Look at this right here. I mean, that kill's huge. If Dexter gets that kill, it's a completely different round. And then he finishes it off with the final 2. And the play from Mouse was good. They got into the B site. They caught the timing. It was just Masuda there by himself, but Apex rotated in so fast. And no fear either, right? He just goes straight through, out of the market, takes the gunfights, and wins them.
Torzi has the AWP again. He had a great game on Nuke. Couldn't really sustain the AWP buys on Dust 2. And here on Mirage, it's been very quiet for him. Only just found his opening pick into the prior round. Frozen though, he could be in for a hell of a round. He gets in through window, but the problem is he's been spotted out by Apex. That's the phase from Magisk as well. And Mouse, this is going from bad to worse. Second after second, Apex, he's absurd, Davey. He's 9-4. He's just had a hat trick in the round. He wants the 4K as well. BMAS, oh, he's been battered down to 24.
Apex has come up absolutely immense these past 2 rounds. 3 kills on the previous one, 3 kills into this one already. And between him and Dupree, they're both 9-4. Zaibu's on 7-6, and Magisk and Masuda just really haven't had to do much.
Haven't needed to. The Apex Predator.
Well, look at this death ball just coming towards him in T-spawn as well.
Yeah, they're all there. It's got the AK. If he peeks out on this, it should be an instant kill, and there we go.
That's just one of those ones where you're like, really? Really? 3 of you in T-spawn?
Took 3 of you to kill me, did it?
Yeah. All of that just for me, huh? Sounds like you guys are scared.
Apex.
Look at that.
Hell of a
Like,
game, man. Look at him.
that jump up, I was wondering, I was like, how did JDC die there? Because he was walking away in underpass. And I was watching the radar and I was kind of looking and I was just, well, how did he actually kill him there from inside of window? Now we know.
Zonic clap.
Oh. I just imagine Zonic goes, "Hoo," every time he claps.
Yeah.
He just seems like it, doesn't he? Like, I'm sure he doesn't do it, but it just seems like he would.
It feels like that's how he'd approach it.
Yeah.
Keep him all hyped up with the oh.
I mean,
Okay.
just big Zonic just, oh!
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Get the energy flowing, mate.
Yeah.
The Mouse, they need something flowing through them. They need some cash flow as well, because the money's not there in a round like this. You've just got the pistols to play with. Big HE towards middle. Apex, he's been confident. He doesn't have the HP to really go for a bold play. He's on 13. He wants to get out for the murder hole. JDC lets him get away.
Jesus, man, that was so close. JDC almost finds him. The jiggle peaks from ramp working. Zaiwu not able to find the frag. Eventually does onto B-Mask, and then Magisk from inside of the site as well, just tapping away. JDC in the window actually finds Dupree and Frozen with the kill onto Magisk. So now this is getting interesting. Apex is down to just 13 HP, and Zaiwu, he's peeking up top. He hasn't spotted the player on the bench, and somehow it's gone back and forth. Frozen gets the kill onto Apex. JDC on Zaiwu. The bomb is down ramp. The Molotov finished him off, but now he knows where he is. He has the time. He doesn't have to commit to the A site. There's a minute left.
JDC with the scavenged AWP in the 1v1. Masuta peeks out from the top of the stairs, backs off because he is aware of what the possibilities are in this round. He quickly dives his way up through the window. JDC strikes because of it and hard commits to the bomb plant. Bomb's gone down. It's all in a 1v1.
Oh, the good reposition. He heard him run towards bottom of connector. He's convinced he's still over there. At some point, he's going to have to figure this one out, but can't. Masuda with the instant reposition. Yes, you tell him, Apex. You tell him. Great job, buddy. C'est très bien. C'est magnifique, Masuda.
Maximum we from Vitality as they are getting into this game now and they are bringing the series back. They want to make it to the major. They want to be present there in Antwerp at the PGL major. And that round was so dicey. The fact it goes down to the 1v1 with just the pistols, you're staring at Apex's HP. He had 13 to work with. The second they got the frag onto Zaiwu, it all started to look so terrifying. But they've got a big lead. CT side, 7-3 here. Zaiwu on the AWP, dives out of window, looking for an open kill towards top middle. Does head back into connector, smokes out the Molotov. Slows it down.
And look at Apex. He's still challenging from the window. And we're starting to see this more and more where teams on the CT side, they just don't put their operas in window anymore because you just get smoked off, right? You don't really get the chance to actually take any fights towards mid. So the op goes somewhere else. You do still want someone in the window position just to make sure that there's no fast window jump plays or fast boosts or anything like that. But a lot of the times now, it's actually the riflers that are playing inside of window, and they move the op around the map. So far this game, it has been Apex for Vitality, and he's found a ton of impact. 9 and 5. Him, Dupree, and Zywoo have been doing their jobs to absolute perfection so far this game. As Apex now re-aggressing towards ramp, and he is on point in this map. Finds the headshot onto JDC. That's a huge scalp to take.
Massive pick. Oh, the reface though from Frozen. The connector killer. Lands the bullet. Oh, Dupree. He just comes walking up, gets the first and the second. No real response can be made by the T's. The Zywoo, he flicks straight from the cranium of Torzi onto the chest of BMAS. And they are bombarding their way through them, Davey. Such a lead established now.
They're doing so well here on the CT side. It was a little back and forth early. But Vitality, once they've got the guns, they've got this economy built up, and they're playing with such confidence. Just the aggression, taking these fights. Zywoo back on point. Those 2 misses earlier really haunted him, and now he's like, no, not anymore, not again.
Mid-control being fought for again and again by Vitality in the opening moments of these rounds. Dupree, he pushes out through the Molotov. Runs up onto short. Mouse are grouped up. They're in the apartments. And this HE from Apex could be lethal.
Trying to find the timing on it through the smoke, but they weren't walked up far enough yet. Without a lot of utility, they are just going to be going for the B pop at some point. The flash to make him so he can jump spot. Just trying to get as much information as possible. And it's actually a little bit of faulty information. It's caused for that rotate as they want to collapse on middle here as the pressure's being applied, and this is when they're going to pop out B. Once they know the short player is over towards middle, but Masuda finds the double, looking for the third as they're crossing the windows, and it is Dupree. He's there to help. He finds the frag. He's low, but it's not going to matter. Masuda's still alive inside of the site.
Oh, Frozen. Hits him in the head. Dupree tucked into the back of the van. There's going to be the peek out from Apex, but he goes down. Dupree still holds his own. It's all fallen onto Dexter in the 1 versus 3. 35 seconds here. He's looking out. Needs to grab the bomb. All the angles being watched. It's very uncomfortable for him. Peeks onto short. The Magisk had it covered. Vitality. Back-to-back rounds. 9. Now achieved. And this is looking so dicey. You need to get a buffer on your T half. And Zonic giving him a nice little cuddle there.
And Mouse, yeah, I think this is probably a Mouse tack, right? It's just got to be at this point. You've lost too many rounds in a row. Take that tack. And there, Masuda, he was caught in no man's land, but the flashes, whatever flashes Mouse threw, just didn't blind him. They didn't get him because he was kind of caught out, actually. He was mid-rotation from van towards back site when that hit came in. But the flashes, for whatever reason, the timings just weren't there. They weren't able to land it. And so look at this. Vitality, they started it off well with the pistol. Mouse answered back. Off the back of that round again with the unfortunate misses from Zywoo. Not to be mistaken with... Oh, never mind.
Mid-control going to be taken. Ooh, Dupree this time does get the opening pick with no real response. Not much that you can do. The Deagles, the Tech 9s, 1 by 1, just getting left, dropped on the ground. And this really is just easy pickings. Everyone's going to swing. Apex gets another double kill. And Vitality. They're running away with this game. 2 rounds, potentially, left here for Mouse to try and bring it back somewhat. They will have a buy. Torzi on the AWP. The problem is the only kill we've seen from him in this game was the 1 pick towards the B site with the weapon.
When he was in a 1v4.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you got 1. But we really haven't seen any impact from him so far in this game. And you can see Mouse's response, like, okay, look, the defaults aren't working. They're pushing us. They're winning the fights. Let's just execute A. And Vitality, knowing this is probably going to be the response, 4 men here in the A site.
Ooh, they walk into the crosshair of Dexter.
All right.
All right. Man's going to take down 2 with the AK. Dupree, though, he's ready for it. He's bouncing back and forth, but his head's going to be blown off by Frozen with a furious flick. BMAS looks down, sees the head of Masuta, and it all goes down to Zywoo. 1 versus 4. Will he get an 11th off the skin of his own? Back here, Widdy Orr peeks out over the top of the smoke, annihilates Frozen. 3 more to find.
And again, he goes for the instant reposition. He's going to be over towards jungle. They might not expect him here this early, but you can see the heads-up play from the player in Palace, and Zywoo lands the cross tag. Now, the question is for Mouse, is he going to go back CT or is he going to go towards connector? They're just not sure. He could reposition in CT spawn, so time is on Zywoo's side. 50 seconds left, and he has so much room to play with.
Zywoo is a sniper with a hell of a scope. And he's taking down a Mouse member or 2 into this round. Trying to line it up, hits him through the triple box, but won't take him down. Just tags him on the 28 HP. They're tucked in. He's firing off the shots, dashes out the smoke, peeks over the top of the stairs. It's so dangerously close, but it's not quite connecting. He'll walk up, faces towards ramp, debating where exactly they're going to be. He's peeking left. There could be a walk round on the back of triple. Fires off the no-scope, but no connection. JDC stops it there.
So close, and yeah, you know those players on Mouse, when that tag landed through the box, they were sweating. They were like, oh no, if another one comes in, he is going to drop, and then it's just the 1 versus 1. Zywoo making that as close as he possibly could. The no-scope was right there. Almost lands it. And look at this. Right here, he's creeping forward, and look at Mouse. They're so scared at this point. They are terrified of the man, the myth that is Zywoo. Molotov comes in towards the ramp. Last round of the half. Money wasn't a problem for the CT side. They have been able to fully invest into this one. Kits, upgraded pistols across the board, except for Dupree. Disappointing, really. As Torzy finds the opening onto Magisk. Oh, but he misses the second shot. Dexter's there to make sure it's answered. The headshot from the in-game leader found onto Dupree. So it is the 3 versus 4. And Zywoo top mid. He's hearing all these footsteps. He knows they're coming back to him. Can he find the frags? That's the question. No, BMAS is ready, and the swing and the headshot, and the bomb is going to be going over towards B.
If they can make this a 10-5 half, it's a damn sight better than the way things looked like they were going to go.
Yeah.
Masuta, 7 for 7 now, jumping up on top of the van. He's going to take the peak, and unfortunately won't be able to land a single bullet. BMAS with his 2nd kill of the round. It all falls onto Apex. He has been a lanimal here on Mirage, Davey. Frag after frag, multi-kill after multi-kill. But this surely is too much of a tall order.
Yeah, he's just holding W at him. He's like, all right, fine. Fine, I concede. I concede. And there was moments for Vitality in that round. Zywoo with the push towards middle. Masuda jumping up on the van, just not able to land the shot. There was moments. Still, 10-5 half on the CT side. It's not bad. They did win the pistol. So they got to get an early lead off the back of it. If they can win this T-side pistol Vitality, they're going to be looking at a 13-5 lead here on Mirage, most likely. Of course, you never know. You could get eco'd after you win it, but generally, you win the pistol. At the very least, you get that next round. And what is the call going to be? What is the play? Only 1 nade set on Apex. That's the smoke and the molly. And maybe smoke top connector, molly deep jungle, and push stairs-ish. Plant for mid. Looks like that might be the plan. Nade here in CT. That could do a ton of damage as he drops it straight on top of them. Masuda and Magisk both taking some damage, but Zywoo wins out on the fight. And there is the smoke. There's the molly deep towards jungle, and they are going to be planning for mid. So is that bomb going to go down? Is it going to get planted? It is finally, but they're not covering the stairs. JDC walks through. He finds the kill onto the planter. Zywoo eventually drops, and it is Dupree. He's in the 1 versus 2, but JDC with the 3 kills on the round. Crucial mistake for Vitality. Nobody went towards stairs.
No one's there. And the problem is, a pistol round that looked like it was almost theirs gets wiped away from JDC's play on stairs. The bomb gets denied. Frag after frag, he gets a triple. And this scoreline looks a whole lot more manageable now. 10-6. You take it 1 round at a time. You forget the bigger picture.
This is the existence timeout as well by the looks of it. Everyone just sort of running around in spawn on the full eco. Giving everyone time to talk about what they want to do in the next round. which is nice because it gives me time to talk about what happened last round. So with that smoke top connector, you throw the molly deep into jungle to deny that peek, right? You need people pushing up behind the molly, challenging the player in window. You also need somebody jumping across the stairs and going down and playing behind that smoke to make sure that if any CTs come through that top connector smoke, they get punished for it, right? They didn't do that. They didn't do that. That was the crucial part that they missed. Either the player who was supposed to do it died. I think one of the player in jungle peeking out from behind the molly did get one kill, so maybe that's why. Maybe that was his job and he dropped. Not really sure, but either way, nobody else picked up on it. And Masuda, with a Glock, finds the opening onto Dexter and underpass.
The only miss is in his name as he hits the shots there with a Glock. And that'll be the MP9 passed over to Dupree. And to be fair, any damage you can do to Mouse in this round, any weapons you force him to rebuy, it's going to work wonders for you. They do go running up short. Frozen, playing a game of push and pull, peeking out. Dupree gets the kill with the MP9 as well, so that's even more money being made for Vitality.
What is going on?
This is so weird. He's now tucked in towards shop. Frozen's going to peek into him. He's only got 49 HP. Oh, luckily enough, Torzi swings round with a scout and spots their head to stop him then and there. But this is looking risky, Davey. 3v2. If they get a bomb plant and another kill, even if they lose the round, they're going to be happy with this.
This has been a massive round for them. 2 kills, bomb planted. They actually don't know Apex is here. You could see JDC, he was actually looking towards upper B. So Apex with the P250. One more frag is absolutely huge for Vitality at this point. He gets it. 1v2. He's tucked away. This is still winnable. They're pushing forward. He lands the headshot. 1v1 from behind the box, but Torshi denies it. Oh, and look at Apex. He's disappointed that he didn't win it, but you can't ask for a better Glock round than that.
Oh my God. Masuta gets the opening kill towards underpass. You grab the MP9, you give it to Dupree. He farms up money, and every kill, it's getting worse and worse for Mouse. Then the bomb plant goes down, and Apex here, as soon as he hits that opening shot onto Frozen, I was thinking, this is it. It's one of those rounds that Apex just wins.
Well, at that range, the P250 headshot could just take him out.
Yeah.
They were so close together. That was scary. And the bomb plant means look at all the extra money they have, and the Mouse have none. They've had to fully reinvest. 4 players drop. It's just the Glock and the 2 P250s.
And that was just the round they were going into thinking, all right, get it over and done with. Use it as an existence pause. Like you said, just talk about it. Channel the spirit of Big Kev. And man, the fact it got so dangerously tight is scary. 10-7 here into the 18th round. JDC tucked in with a Famous, playing on top of the settee.
And does he get cleared? That's the big thing. The jump spot here to bait for it. It doesn't look like they're going to clear him. Trigger discipline. Oh, the flash is actually going to be huge. No, the blinds! It blinds his teammates. Magisk, as he dies, the flash drops and it blinds everyone.
JDC standing on the chair, fragging with a Famous. Masuta's got 5 HP to work with now. Just under a minute on the clock. Aggression from Dexter towards top middle. He'll hear the footsteps. He'll have the info. He plays anti on the corner, expecting the fight. Masuta, oh, he gets away. He's got the bomb and they're running towards the A site.
Yeah, and they're going to call that one over. The flank is coming in as well. ZywOo's position here is going to be so massive. You can see they're aware of the potential of him being inside of underpass, but if he wins this fight, that changes everything. BMAS drops, and are they aware of the flank? It doesn't look like it right now. Frozen's waiting for ZywOo. He's in the window. He's holding for him. He knows he's up there. That's the kill, and this flank should be round securing.
Dexter, the big brains of the IGL, but he's got the brawn as well as he stabs into the back of Dupree, and Masuta will buckle under the pressure applied from Frozen. Mouse, with 3 CTs left alive, they grab the round.
Oh, they're answering back on the CT side now, Jack. They're doing it. They win the round. Like you said, 3 people alive. It's not perfect. It's not great. But they'll take any rounds they can get. They're battling. And right here, I mean, Magisk, he just lined up to go throw that flash out the window, and then he just sees JDC in the corner. But that flash falling on the ground blinds both of his teammates as they push for the trade. So what is the response going to be? So Dupree bought a hero AK of his own, and it looks like Apex dropped one over to ZywOo. So the 2 big fraggers here from Vitality, Dupree and ZywOo, have those guns in their hands. What can they do with it? That's the smoke out towards window. They're going to go out middle with Dupree. ZywOo has his AK over towards the A ramp. And there is fights to be found here towards connector. The CTs are playing in the area. Smoke comes out towards the bottom. They held on to it for as long as they could. And now Dupree's walking down to the bottom. There's 3 men here. This looks like it's going to be the A split. Spots the feet, takes the shot. Haven't found the kill yet, though, as Dupree wants to answer back. He wants to return some bullets of his own, as now they know the AKs are in play.
Smoke lands in towards jungle. Dexter plays in front of it. Torzy, he gets the shot into the back, and that draws them to look around. So Dexter cuts his way through them like a hot knife through butter. And this is a buttery good round. It's going exactly the way they would want it to. As Apex, he falls over to Dexter. A mouse. They've got 9 now on the board. The double AK play does not work.
No, they weren't able to find those timings. Dexter with the swing towards connector. It was like you said, Torzy in window finds that kill in middle onto Magisk, and that was just the perfect swing timing for Dexter. Finds his 3rd of the round onto Apex. It is going to be the buyout from Vitality. But Mouse, crucially for them, the first gun round, they win with 5 players alive. Start to build that economy. Start to deny that potential reset. As Torzy, he actually missed the jump over towards short. So he responds by going into underpass. And if Apex can find him here, he's by himself. The mouse jump lets him down. Torzy gets the opening. Only takes 5 damage of his own as JDC responds with the upper B push. The crunch in the B tunnels from Mouse finds 2 frags.
Oh man, the underpass assassin dragging him down like the undertow. But Dupree, he wants to put the right foot forward into this round. Magisk as well, with a sliver of BMAS being spotted. He cuts them down, hits the follow-up frag onto Dexter as well, and barely stays alive as Frozen will spot back from jungle. It's a 2 versus 3, and this round could go either way.
All of Vitality is split. Magisk does have the A bomb site, but with the player in underpass and 1 player top mid, that is ZywOo. He's holding for the B push, and actually, he does get the kill onto Magisk. So A site control is lost now. It's a 2 versus 2. Dupree throwing out that Molotov, but Frozen's beat it. He's going to jump down. He's going to catch him in rotation. Finds the frag, and now he knows he was running to B. ZywOo in the 1 versus 2. He's here by himself, and Mouse need to find the lethal mousetrap here inside of the B site.
ZywOo gets the plant off. He has a Molotov and a flash to contend with in terms of his utility. He's going to back off, back round towards the bench, and post up like a gangster. Mouse, if they can make this retake work, it would take the game 10-10. ZywOo firing off shots and eventually connects onto JDC. Flash over, reface, he's seen him. The nade comes in. He had the Molotov prime, but he'll hold on to just his AK for now. All in a 1v1. The spam's there. He's brought down to 31. He drops the Molotov. That should be the round-winning play. Frozen, not much that you can do now. He realizes that the rounds run amok. And he's got to back off. He's got to save what he's got because you can't get it. He will find the frag, but that's it. A mere consolation prize.
1 HP though, he survives, at least brings his gun into the round, but what a perfect play from ZywOo. From the bench, isolating his 1v1s, peeking out on either side, making sure they both can't face him at the same time. He gets the first kill, repositions behind the pillar, uses his flash to cross to the left. Just absolutely perfect CS. Not a single wasted movement, not a single wasted anything from ZywOo there. All of his mechanics coming into play. And off the back of it, Vitality going to take their first pause. They do need to figure out their buy. They did lose all 5 players, but they got the round. They got their 11th off the back of the hero play from ZywOo.
And the fact that this is their first pause goes to show how comfortable, how cozy they were on that first half. They were coasting their way through it. They were living it large. And now you finally take a pause to figure out the buy and also the knock-on effect. Slow down Mouse slightly. Now I will say, Torzy, he's pulled out the AWP again here. First time we're seeing it on the CT side for him. He struggled massively with the AWP on T. He's finally gotten into the game. He's got 7 frags now. But can he punish with this gun?
Yeah, he has to do something massive here. They lose this one, that is it. That's money gone. All those players left alive in the previous rounds made it so they were able to buy up into this one, and the flash just goes a little bit too deep. And BMAS is punished because of it. Magisk waiting behind the corner. Able to peek out and find the opening pick. So Vitality here in round 21, up 11-9, the crucial money-breaking round of this second half. They find the opening pick to go up 5 versus 4.
Smoke in the window. Torzy. The contact.
Oh.
Oh, he's seen him. He backs off. Posts up, ready for the hit coming in from short, but they're pushing him between two different angles. He gets the tag onto Zaiwu, but he's still alive. He's going to reface out. A Magisquas blind, living like Daredevil. But JDC, he's the real hero. He gets 2 on the M4 and leaves it in a 3-on-2.
And Frozen on the instant flank, but because they have control of the B site, Magisk is turned around and he's already holding for it. Frozen looks like he's going to clear it, but who lands the headshot? It is Magisk on top. He comes out on top. Apex now was also reflanking Frozen, so they knew where he was. Bomb is down, bomb is planted, and Dexter does have to save. He has the M4, he has a little bit of bank left over, but without a kit, without any real entry into the round, he's going to try to hold on to his gun. And Magisk has recovered the op of Torzy as well. And I got to point out, it's a very small thing, but for Magisk in upper B there, right? We saw him walking up. We're on Torzy's screen. It looks like Magisk is going to just walk straight into Torzy's crosshair. Instead, as soon as he gets up to the point on the angle where he's going to die if he keeps walking, he runs across. And that means Torzy can't react in time. And it's crucial. It's so important that he does that because the footsteps he makes doesn't matter at that point. Giving away the sound cue doesn't matter. His teammates are coming up short. The only thing that does matter is if he dies inside of upper B because then his team is scaling up short, having to worry about market, site, and the B apartments. So Magisk staying alive there and running across that angle is the difference maker in this round.
Great reactive play. And Torzy, the tag onto Zaiwu, the fact he nearly did hit 2 hugely impactful shots. It's rough. JDC, always the one trying to keep the morale high though for this Mouse roster. No matter what the result is, he's smiling, he's trying to keep them hyped up, he's dropping the claps.
Yeah, because their money, it's broken.
Yeah, you got nothing, man. The 1 M4, bit of a totem pole towards the ticket booth.
Yeah, just the eco stack on top of ticket. Hoping you can catch somebody walking out. That is a one-way smoke for Dexter, so Masuda needs to be careful. He does face into it, and okay, as soon as he gets tagged, just immediately one-taps Dexter. And that's the 1 M4 down in middle as well. It's gone. No chance of recovering it. So they are just relying on this 4-man stack here. This is going to be a thing we just like see across the tier 2 and tier 3 scene now. Every time Mirage there's an eco, we're going to see this now.
The thing is, with the difference in elevation, it is at least awkward.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if someone walks out,
good.
like, you know, you can't just spray your way through them.
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
have to flick.
No, it is good. Like, if someone does just, like, run out ramp, like now, the flash is there, so they're all going to be blind, and that, of course, is the bad part about it.
You just died.
Yeah, you just die, don't you?
Yeah, and Dupree did actually just spray his way through them.
He did, yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah, no, look, if you could do it, you could do it.
Zonic with a bit of a giggle on that one.
Yeah, you just gotta.
And that was the only thing they could really do. A gamble stack is the best case scenario for them. Mao's looking a bit deflated though. JDC still trying to keep them energized. But you are running low. It's a 13-9 on the 3rd and final map of the series. If you lose this, you are out of the RMR. If you win it, you're going to the major. Apex sprints up towards Connector. Going to be supported by Dupree as well. He's weaving his way up short. They spotted one player. They know exactly where he is. They can't commit with his spam, but Dexter, he tucks in.
And somehow he's surviving. Barely taking any damage as well, just the 1 tag, but there's Magiscout A. That's Torshi, he's taken down towards Ticket Jack. 7 and 19, he just hasn't done enough. Zaiwu gets the pick onto Dexter towards Connector, and that opens up the map for Apex. He's scaled forward, he's inside of Jungle, and Zaiwu with another one swinging onto B-Mass. The default player is down, JDC's making a run for it, but Apex is there to cut him off, and it is just Frozen, and he is frozen in place on this B-bomb site. Does get 1 kill back onto Dupree, but the bomb is going to go down in A, and they are going to hunt him down. 14 for Vitality.
They want to get that weapon out of his hands and leave them with nothing at a bare minimum going into the 24th round, where Vitality are 2 away from locking down the series and stamping their ticket to the PGL Major. For Frozen, it's all about survival. He's going to try and make his play out off of short. If he overextends too far, Masuta He's holding towards connector. He could try and spot him. He will just tuck in to the window room and hope that he can at least keep on to this. He's got so much utility, the M4 and the armor. Losing it would be a grave mistake.
Yeah, getting inside a ladder is pretty huge for him. They shouldn't be able to find him now. They're going to run out of time. Oh, yeah, he's got too much HP for that to matter. Even if it was hitting him, he would just tank it.
Yeah. Take it on the chin and live to fight another day.
14 for Vitality on Mirage now. They're on the T side, and it was looking really, really good for them when they were on CT. Then, of course, Mouse bring it back those last few rounds. Mouse pick up the pistol. Mouse pick up the first gun round. Like, okay, here we go. Mouse is coming back into it. We're going to have a close game. And then Vitality now. They've been running away with this one 4 in a row.
Vitality have just snapped back to reality and realized how close they were to a potential massive upset where you wouldn't make it to the major. If we don't have Zywoo, if we don't have Vitality competing live in the flesh, it would be ridiculous.
Look at that. They're all on wired mice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No wireless here.
Interesting. Wonder if Dupree is too.
Oof, and this is rough for Mouse as well.
Yeah. I mean, they force off the back of Frozen's saved weapon. But it is the FAMAS on BMAS, the Scout on Torsi, just the 2 M4s on JDC and Frozen. And just what a mess.
Despicable, really. The Deagle for Dexter. They're going to be starting to make their way out through middle. They're pushing their way down. Dexter on the face with a Deagle, holding towards connector. Molotov is going to be dropped. He swings out, but the problem is his back's exposed to Apex. He'll be able to shoot him up. There's the swing from top middle as well. Frozen finally gets a pick with the head of Apex. And it is a 3 versus 4. Minute on the clock. They rotate back round towards the A site. BMAS, he's tucked into CT with a FAMAS. Zywoo will throw out the Molotov and set the site ablaze. They've got utility to work with here, Davey. Unless Mouse do something heroic, this should surely be the round. That's a nice face from Frozen at middle. He hits the head of Dupree. Wild spam from Magisk as well. Not going to land.
3v3, they're in the site, and they want to go aggressive in CT. Torsi's found with the scout, but BMAS, he's answering from the ticket booth. The bomb has been planted. Can he get the second? It's actually Magisk to win out with the flash, and Zywoo getting close to the smoke, gets naded by his teammate, but he's still tucked away in the corner, and Frozen will not expect Zywoo in that position. It actually is a perfect bait nade for Magisk is what it was. You throw the nade right at your teammate, the CT will never expect them to be there.
You can see that reflected by the fact they're giggling about it. Not the intention, but it did work well for them. And now you've got 15 hammered in. 1 round is all you need, and you have so many to play with. You can afford to make mistakes here. And Mouse, they don't have that blessing. They don't really have anything, Davey. Not even the full buy into this round. Limited utility. Torsi only with a scout. And they're going for the A hit.
And it is just the A pop-out Palace as well. This double ramp play could be a problem. They're inside of the ramp. Dexter hasn't turned yet. They're coming out of Palace, and the opening pick goes the way of BMAS. Dexter answers back as well into Masuda, and they're shutting this one down, Mouse. 3 kills go the way of the CTs. That ramp play working perfectly to actually stop the Palace hit. And Zywoo, he has the bomb inside of Palace. He has the op. Magisk has gotten up short. He's caught JDC in movement as well. Now, does he find the timing? No, JDC peeks out and clears it. It is Zywoo. We've seen him do some crazy things so far this game, but this 1 versus 5 might be a little over even his head.
50 HP. Bomb on the back. Slowly skulks his way round through T-spawn. The problem is, even if he loses this round and still does damage, a frag here and there,
yeah,
it could ruin Mouse. They're already in such a bad spot.
He may want to just throw that op away too, because Mouse isn't going to be able to buy one. And they should know that, based on the fact that Torsi had the scout, the M4s are there. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him walk back and just throw this op away in T-spawn. He might just try to hold on to it. Looks like that is what he's going to do. But if they start collapsing on him, throwing it over the wall there wouldn't be the worst play.
Guarantee that they won't be able to get 1-4 next. There is going to be the peek out. That's Dexter. Oh.
He's like, nah.
Yeah, none of this. Not worth it.
Nah, I'll just, he can have it. You can have it, buddy.
So it will be a formality. And Zaiwu will be allowed to clutch on to his signature weapon. And the game goes 15-10. The A hit not working the way they wanted it to.
No. It was unfortunate for them. They go for the Palace pop, and it just happened to be the round that mouse through the double ramp push. So it's just an unfortunate situation, really. Vitality, they still have the money, although not as much as I thought. Apex, Dupree, and Magisk all down below 2K. Masuda barely above it. Zaiwu, of course, has all the extra bank. But even still, if they lose this one, they'll be able to force into the next with some gun drops and stuff, but that'll be it. Then they'll have to be on the eco. So Mouse, they need 5 in a row now. 6 if you count that last one. To bring this one to overtime. Remember, winner of this game qualifies for the major. Loser is out. We are on map 3. Vitality is up 15-10 on this third and deciding map. It's been very back and forth. Big performance from Vitality on Dust 2 to bring us to this third map. And can they close it out now? 5 match points in a row from this point. Can they do it?
Close ramp set up from the CTs. Bomb rotating back around. Dexter, smoke in the hand, looking for the contact. His teammate in BMAS playing anti-flash on the ledge. Smoke out to connector as well here as Apex pushes back up. Dupree, he's going to take the first fight. Dexter, his attention's been drawn round towards Palace, and that is a punishing kill from Dupree. Torzy does actually stop the connector flank, but a Molotov onto Dexter, that shuts him down. Torzy's having a hell of a round though. He's finally woken up into this one, Davey, and he is punishing them. But Zaiwu on the Tech 9 drive-by comes running in, hits a tag onto JDC, and it's all down to the 2-on-2. Torzy, woo, comes in like a tornado.
Torzy with 4 on the AK. He doesn't need the op. He's had a quiet game, but comes up massive when they need him. 4 kills from the window on the A-Cross with that AK-47. And Zaiwu, I thought, when he ran forward with the Tech 9 and got that trade on the player inside of the vent, poor Frozen trying to creep through as Zaiwu found him. Falls back, flicks up, lands the leg on the player on short, but just can't get the kill. And now this pause is to try to figure out the money. So I think what we're going to see here is Zaiwu with the hero op. He can buy it, that's fine. He had a ton of extra bank. Everyone else on the half buy, and then the next round you have the buy-in anyways. So you get like 1.5 buys out of it with your best player on the op. So it's like, okay, this is fine.
And the battle of the AWPers will begin again as well. As Torzy's pulled one out. Highlight here on Dupree and BMAS. And Dupree, he's had a monstrous series. After Nuke, he really came out of his shell and started giving it.
Absolutely. He's been fragging right up there with Zaiwu the whole time.
Yeah.
And crucially as well, Magisk, 20 and 16. He's that third guy we were talking about. Those 3 need to be popping off if you want to win. If you're Vitality, that's what you need, and that's exactly what they're getting into this game. Boost up towards the ramp for Zaiwu to try to find the opening on the player crossing, but they don't give him anything. Torzy has recovered that op too. He's got that in his pocket now. And what's he going to be able to do with it in his hands? Because we saw 4 kills with him from the AK last round, and we haven't really seen anything from him this game with the op.
It's not been too stunning when he's had the scope. Zaiwu, though, looking over the top. Hearing into sight, he's going to spot him, and that's Dexter done.
And the hero op working, the boost to find the opening. And now that's going to mean there has to be some reaction from Mouse. You can see Magisk is waiting, Masuda's waiting. They just want to hold for these pushes, and here it comes. Flashes in, it's not good. Torzy misses the flash, and BMAS is punished because of it.
So the weapon stolen away for Magisk. He's now got a free upgrade onto the M4. Things are going to get messy here. The comms are going to be hectic for the CTs of Mouse. You're in a 3 versus 5, and you're not sure where they're committing to yet.
And they have the nades for this execute, so they are just going to be throwing out the A nades. Crucially, they don't have Molotovs. Doesn't look like it's going to matter because no CTs are playing inside of the site. Dupree is going to be lurking towards the middle. The A smokes are going to come out. The op is here in CT spawn. Flash is good to push him off. Now Zaiwu has the line.
It's all about Torzy to cause turmoil with the AWP. He backs off towards CT. If he peeks into it, Zywoo, he's ready with the response. The fly swatter, frozen. He gets contact towards Connector and drops in the nade, but they're able to bypass it and stay alive. He hits the headshot through the smoke onto Apex. That's his 2K, and now it's a 3-on-3. All about the retake. JDC walking up to the stairs. They're going to flash over to slow it down. If he peeks out, he might be able to get a shot on the Zywoo. But no, it's too slow. It's too late. They're tucking in, Davey, in this round. It's getting freaky.
It's getting absolutely ridiculous. The smoke on Palace. Torsi actually wins out, finds the kill on Zywoo, and it is the 1 versus 2. Masuda with the deagle, and somehow 3 versus 5. Mouse brought it all the way back, and they are not done yet.
Oh, you can see, even they're thinking, how are we winning these? How is it so close?
What the hell, Jack? What is going on?
This is just balmy, mate. And Torsi, the one time when we're saying, you know, he's got to go huge. He absolutely has to hit his shots. And he did. Frozen as well. The critical clutch play towards Connector. That's massive.
That double kill was huge. Not only do you find the lurk of Dupree, but you also kill Apex right as he plants the bomb. Just the one tap through the smoke. Dexter now reacting. You can see change of pace from Vitality. They're walking up short. Dexter, he spotted the head. He spotted the kill. That's going to be the first. Can he land the second? No, but Torsi gets it. And actually a ton of damage done to Dupree as well. Mouse, they are biting back. They are not done with this game yet. They are not done and dusted. They are not out of this one. They are fighting for their right to play at the major.
Dexter, the double killer, leaving us with an absolute thriller here in the 28th as it's all on Apex. He's towards middle. Dexter's walking up, clears Delpan, his head's going to be spotted. That's the adjustment from Apex, but he's still got to take 4 more to the grave if he wants to close down the game. And Torsi, with the AWP, he goes big again.
And we're seeing Torsi wake up, and that has been the difference in these past few rounds. He was very quiet throughout that first half. Even through the first part of the second half, we didn't see a lot from him. And then that 1 4K with the AK seems to have rejuvenated him. He's come alive into this game. He's getting frag after frag, multi-kills with the ops. That round he had 3. And this has been an unbelievable resurgence here. You can see Zonic, they're taking the tack. Vitality wants to, they just need to calm everything down. Just channel all that energy they had early in the game, bring it back out. There's no need to panic. You're still in control. You still have the match point. You can take an eco if you need to. You still have a couple rounds to play with. But Mouse really this is showing a lot of balls for this team, right? They have 2 players who've recently promoted from the academy. And it's just, and they are fighting back against absolute legends of the scene. 4-time major winners in Zonic, Dupree, and Magisk. And they are just battling back. Players who, this time 6 months ago, were playing in the Academy League.
Even the fact that they have made it to this position, to be in a best of 3 to qualify to the major, is enough of an achievement. But now, Davey, you're in a spot where in 2 rounds you could push it to overtime and still actually have that chance to go to the PGL Major. This is just a crazy story for different reasons for both teams.
Yep. And here, so Apex has the hero AK. He's going to be entering out ramp. They're going to throw the A smokes on the right side. Those are going to go down. They're going to have to try to flash him out. Zywoo has the 1 flash. And then there's this double lurk and underpass. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to try to boost him up into window or if they are just going to try to lurk up into connector. But this flash needs to blind Torsi for Apex to be able to get out. Flash comes in. It doesn't work. It doesn't blind him for long enough. That's a free kill for Torsi. The hero AK is dropped. And now Dexter is clearing this underpass play. And that's the thing. If you can't push him off the angle and ticket, then you can't do anything else. As Masuda does find 1 deagle shot back. As Zywoo running through T-spawn. Has the deagle. Dupree with the armor. So he's picked up the AK.
40 seconds now on the timer in the 29th round. If Mouse win this, it'll be 15-14. They still have an edge to work with, but Dupree, he's had a heater of a game. Can he once again turn up the flames? Zywoo clears towards Sandwich. He wants to clear under. B-Mass is there. Lands the 1 dig. Bomb going to be whipped out and Plant going to be coming in. They get it down and they leave themselves in a 3-on-3 that could be winnable. Masuda, he's only got 3 HP. He peeks out towards Connector. Zywoo still sticking to his guns, literally. Expecting the fight. Has to support Masuda. Tucks in, so they've got 2 players in Connector. That's the face from JDC and the bullet landing on the lips of Masuda. He's going to wide swing on this as well. Spot Zywoo trying to play anti, and it's not going to work. It's all on Dupree in the 1v2.
And he's tucked away at Tetris. They're not sure. They know he's in this position, but they don't know if he's ramp or if he is tucked away. They are going to push him. They're going to give him the 1v1s. Dupree lands the first, jiggling out and the second. The headshot from Dupree, the hero AK. And look at the relief on his face. He wins it out in the 1 versus 2, finds 3 kills with that recovered AK from Apex, and Vitality are going to the major.
That is huge. The round from Dupree. The tap, the adjustment. He's not even excited. He's just glad it's over. He's just glad they make it to the major.
That was just relief on his face. He took his headphones off. He took it out, and he's just